And that's exactly why we had you guys work with us to create this financial literacy program. Today, we're going to be talking about how to help the 70% of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck with less than $1,000 in the bank. My name is Rob Souza, and I'm here with Junior Investment Manager Johnny Weeks with Inception Financial Services, and our newest member of the team at the AFI Group, our intern Tanner Van Mill. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. And Johnny, we'll start with you. You started out as an intern, and in less than 12 months, you went from a baseball career and decided to move home and take an internship with our affiliate company. And within a year, not only did you get your licensing in multiple different areas in the financial markets, but now also you are now servicing family and friends here in Orange County. So give me a little bit of background behind what motivated you to choose that path.
Yeah, so after graduating from the University of Hawaii, I took an opportunity to play professionally with the Philadelphia Phillies. After a year, that came to an end, and I had to reach a point in my life where I had to make a decision on what I wanted to do next. And so I fell back on my degree, which was in economics and finance. And what motivated me to go that route was all of the sacrifices that my parents had made for me financially, because playing sports when you're very young is expensive and a lot of traveling, and then putting me through college as well. They invested in me, and so I thought now it's time for me to give back. And so that was the motivation behind not just getting a traditional job after, but knowing that if I continue to invest in my education, that it'll be worth it in the end for me and my family.
And giving you the ability to help more people take control of your own future. And
exactly. Yeah, it helps my sister as well, just develop a budget and help her financially in the things that she needs. So it goes beyond just myself and my family, and it extends into our community as well.
Yeah. And so Tanner, how about you? You also, I think at an even younger age, really discovered that finance was something that interested you, and you have some interesting stories that you can tell. But when did that really happen for you?
Yeah, like you mentioned, at a younger age. So it's interesting. The first moment I actually realized was actually working at my first job at a Greek restaurant. I was just, like a waiter, took people's orders, cleaned up after people. I really didn't like some people come in and they're hungry, they're hangry, give me my food. And I realized after working there for a year, I was like, wow, this is what life has to offer. Working 9 to 5, making minimum wage, taking orders, and it's like that's not what I wanted. So I started researching, well, how can I make money all the time? How can I not trade my time for money? And I realized I already had a lot of those skills. Like you said, when I was younger, I used to play a game, and I wanted to make money off the game, playing the game, because I wanted to reinvest the money back into the game to get better things. And so I started coming up with ideas of like making a YouTube channel for the game, making passive income through YouTube, and reselling accounts that were not as good and getting them better, and then reselling them and flipping them, just like people do today with cars or houses or different things.
Poshmark with clothes.
And I didn't realize this until I had that first job. I already had a lot of those skills, but once I started realizing that I could use those skills I already had, it really opened my mind to making different types of passive income.
And the reason I brought you guys onto the show today really is because I didn't grow up with technology. I didn't have Google to find all these ideas. And so it really is interesting to learn from your generation about how you can break out of that box of thinking one way. I got to go to college, I got to get a job, and to be able to create enough passive income to create an investment strategy to help you become financially independent. You do have to think outside that box, with both of you have done very, very well. Are there other examples, though, that you can give kind of the 45 plus generation that are more relatable ideas? I know YouTube you use, but a lot of us older generation a little bit overwhelmed by that. So
let me just start off. The main thing, I've worked with people who are 40 plus, and I would say the most important thing that even goes beyond your idea of how you want to make money is you just have to make it a priority. If you don't make your retirement and your financial independence and well-being a priority, then it'll just continuously get pushed to the side. So I would say make it a priority first, and then once you've established the good habits, then you can start to get into some of the stuff that Tanner's going to go over.
Yeah, exactly. And keeping that in mind, some of the older generation, not to call my mom old or anything, but she's 42. But one thing that she's been doing recently that's actually fun for me, and it's actually fun, it can be fun for your family, is going on the weekends to different garage sales, like on a Saturday, and just shopping around and looking at different items at garage sales. And she was able to actually buy some stuff and resell them for way more, like the old antique candle holder from like the 1800s she bought for like $20 and sold for I think like $350. And same thing, it's like some guy gave away some really old antique creepy baby dolls that looked like they were haunted from a scary movie or something, and she just listed it up on eBay and it sold for like $250, haunted scary baby doll. So really it's just, you have to, the sky's the limit. You just have to break out of the mindset of I have to get a job, I don't have these type of skills, right, and just go for it.
And that's exactly why we had you guys work with us to create this financial literacy program that we call the Financial Accelerator program that we're launching here in a few weeks. We're super excited. We partnered with the OC Impact Project. But tell us, what are some other ideas or resources inside of the Financial Accelerator that can help all ages? And a side question, is it ever too late to create supplemental passive income?
Yeah, so I'd say the whole idea behind it was making it easier for the public, whoever wants to make it a priority, to have all the resources just in one spot. Because I know myself and Tanner have gone through hours and hours and years of like research, finding the best services, finding, you know, any information that we would need on how to invest, how to grow passive income, all those things. But basically the motivation was behind it was to put it all in one place, make it easy for people to budget, to optimize their retirement income, basically do anything financially to set them up for financial independence.
And a lot of what Johnny was saying, putting all the resources in one place. Good example of that is in the past, when I was first learning about finance, I knew nothing. I'm a computer science major at Cal Poly Pomona until recently. I switched my majors to business, finance, real estate, and law. And I never learned any financial information in school ever. Even in high school, the most common thing was like a government class. We learned about like interest rates and checks, right? And so I would spend hours and hours just on the internet in my room, reading, watching videos, trying to educate myself. And so coming into a place where the people that I work with are actually have a real financial background. As for me, I'm still learning. But it's interesting to see how much knowledge I've gathered just from all these different free resources all over the internet over years,
right?
Compared to someone who's actually gone to school for it and has his financial license. And so I think this accelerated program that we're putting together is really going to help people, because it saves the time and the effort of having to look through all these things, pay for a really expensive course, or go to college for certain resources. And some of the things we put together to help people, because everyone learns differently. Mm-hmm. We have articles, we have different videos, books, and even services, depending on how you like to read or get real-world applications for these. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Johnny, what subject matters did you put together? I know there's like 8 core subject matters you put into the program.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of start from nothing all the way up until estate planning, your legacy planning. So you go from basically just starting to goal set, budgeting your money. We need to create that passive income in order to invest, like optimize your investment options. But in order to do that, there's only 2 ways to do it. It's either to reduce your expenses or to gain an additional income stream. So I know a lot of people say that they're optimizing their income already and there's just nothing else on top of that. So if that's the case, then we have to find an additional income stream. But we learn how to reduce debt. There's a lot of services that we have for that. Emergency planning, investing options, tax mitigation, all the way down to optimizing your retirement income and estate planning.
Yeah, and with the average client, whether they're starting at the very beginning with goal setting or they're at the horizon of retirement, if they implemented all of these strategies, what would your estimate be on how much they could increase their lifetime income?
Yeah, when we talk about lifetime income in retirement, we're talking generally now with the age of people, like surviving in retirement is much longer than it used to be, but generally it's over a 30-year period, and we're able to generate anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million plus in extra income total over the course of their retirement. And we think that it can be with any varying amounts of assets at the start, given the amount of time we have and the amount of optimization we can get in their portfolios.
And I'd like to mention too, as far as coming up with this extra income, where this $500,000 to $1 million is coming from, it's not just cutting down on budgets, spending less, because you're like, oh, well, how much can I cut out? Oh, I stopped going out and getting drinks. I stopped going out to eat. That's not going to be $1 million. What it really comes down to is getting creative with how you make your money.
Right.
You don't have to learn a bunch of skills. That today in today's society, you can go on your phone, download Uber, and you can go drive people to the airport on a Saturday morning or Saturday night. You can go grocery shopping for people with COVID. That's a great example. Is Instacart.
Yeah.
Download the Instacart app and go shopping at a grocery store and get paid $30 an hour to just get groceries for people. How easy is that? And it's on your own schedule, at your own leisure, whenever you want to do it. So there's infinite ways. It's just you have to really open your mind to it.
And I think it's a combination of all of those things, right?
Yeah.
So even if you learn like the credit card game, where you use credit cards properly, pay them off, take the rewards points that you get from them. I mean, you can make money off just doing the credit card game, but if you employ all of the strategies, it can make an enormous impact. That's why we're so excited to partner with OC Impact Project. And OC Impact Project makes this program available to companies, their employees, and families in the community that need it. But as we launch, what we're going to do today, if you're interested in becoming a member of the Financial Accelerator program, just go ahead and click on the link below in the comments and notes. Don't forget to like and share. And we'll give away 10 free memberships to the first 10 people who select on the link below to make that available, because we do want to make an impact on the community.
Thanks for watching our video, and if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. You can support us on our other social media platforms through the links in the description. If you are interested in getting involved with us, schedule a 15-minute call today on our website. Be sure to check out our live streams and podcasts, link in the description. Thanks for watching. Peace.